Hey there, fellow Americans. If you've been keeping an eye on your bank account and waiting for that next Social Security payment, I've got some breaking news that you absolutely need to hear. The Social Security Administration just dropped a bombshell announcement about July payments, and it's bigger than anything we've seen before. We're talking about 3 massive waves of payments totaling $5,900, and you might be eligible for more than you think. But here's the catch: if you don't know these specific dates and requirements, you could miss out on money that's rightfully yours. I've spent hours analyzing the latest SSA updates, and what I discovered will shock you. Are you one of the millions of Americans who could be receiving these payments? Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down exactly who qualifies, when the money hits, and what you need to do to ensure you don't miss out. Before we dive into these crucial details, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important Social Security updates like this one. Also, smash that like button if you want to help others find this vital information. Now, let's get into the meat of what you need to know about these July payments. Let's start by addressing the burning question on everyone's mind: why is July such a significant month for Social Security recipients? The Social Security Administration has implemented a new payment schedule that's specifically designed to address the increasing cost of living and provide better support for beneficiaries. This isn't your regular monthly payment, we're looking at something much more substantial. First, let's talk about who's eligible for these payments. The SSA has confirmed that these payments will be distributed to several different groups of beneficiaries. Are you receiving Social Security retirement benefits? What about SSDI or SSI? Maybe you're a Medicare recipient? Each of these groups has specific dates and amounts they need to be aware of, and I'm going to break it all down for you. The first wave of payments is scheduled for early July, specifically targeting SSI recipients. But here's something many people don't realize: the amount you receive could be significantly higher than your regular monthly payment. Why? Because the SSA has implemented special provisions for July that take into account several factors, including cost of living adjustments and supplemental payments that some states provide. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if I'm eligible for the maximum amount? This is where things get interesting. The SSA has established certain criteria that could qualify you for the full $5,900 across the 3 waves of payments. These criteria include your current benefit amount, how long you've been receiving benefits, and whether you qualify for any supplemental programs. Let's talk about the second wave of payments, which is scheduled for mid-July. This wave primarily targets Social Security retirement beneficiaries, but there's a crucial detail that many people miss. Did you know that your birth date affects when you receive your payment? The SSA uses a specific schedule based on birth dates to distribute these payments, and understanding this schedule is essential to knowing when to expect your money. For those receiving SSDI benefits, the third wave of payments comes in late July. But here's something that might surprise you: some SSDI recipients might actually qualify for portions of all 3 waves if they meet certain conditions. Have you checked if you meet these conditions? Many beneficiaries don't realize they could be eligible for additional support. One of the most important aspects of these July payments is understanding how they might affect other benefits you're receiving. For instance, if you're receiving Medicare benefits, how do these additional payments impact your coverage? What about if you're receiving state-specific supplemental payments? These are crucial questions that need to be addressed. The SSA has also implemented some new rules regarding how these payments can be received. Direct deposit is still the preferred method, but what if you typically receive paper checks? Are there any special procedures you need to follow for these July payments? The answer might surprise you, and it's essential to know the details to avoid any delays in receiving your money. Let's discuss something that many beneficiaries overlook: the reporting requirements associated with these payments. The SSA has specific guidelines about what needs to be reported and when. Have you considered how these additional payments might affect your annual income reporting? What about tax implications? These are crucial considerations that could impact your future benefits. Another important aspect to consider is how these payments might affect household members who are also receiving benefits. For instance, if you're married and both you and your spouse receive Social Security benefits, how do these July payments apply to your household? The answer depends on several factors, including your benefit types and amounts. The SSA has also provided guidance on what to do if you don't receive your payment on the expected date. There are specific steps you need to follow, and knowing these in advance can save you time and stress. Have you familiarized yourself with these procedures? Do you know who to contact and what information you'll need to have ready? Let's talk about something that's causing confusion for many beneficiaries: the relationship between these July payments and the annual cost of living adjustment, COLA. These are separate benefits, but they can affect each other in important ways. Understanding this relationship is crucial for managing your benefits effectively. For those who receive SSI, there's an additional layer of complexity to consider. Some states provide supplemental payments on top of federal SSI benefits. How do these state supplements interact with the July payment waves? The answer varies by state, and it's essential to know how your state's policies might affect your total benefit amount. Now, let's address a concern that many beneficiaries have expressed. Will receiving these additional payments affect their eligibility for other assistance programs? This includes programs like SNAP benefits, housing assistance, or Medicaid. The good news is that the SSA has provided clear guidance on this issue, but you need to know the details to protect your benefits. Another crucial aspect to consider is the documentation you might need to maintain regarding these payments. While the SSA keeps records of all payments, it's always wise to maintain your own records. Do you know what documentation you should keep? How long should you keep it? These are important questions for managing your benefits effectively. The SSA has also implemented new online tools to help beneficiaries track these payments. Are you familiar with these tools? Do you know how to access them and what information they can provide? Understanding these resources can help you stay on top of your payments and avoid any potential issues. Let's discuss something that's particularly relevant for those who receive their benefits through representative payees. How do these July payments affect the responsibilities of representative payees? What additional documentation or reporting might be required? These are important considerations for both payees and beneficiaries. For those who are working while receiving benefits, there's another layer of complexity to consider. How do these additional payments affect your earnings limit? Will they count toward your annual earnings total? Understanding these implications is crucial for maintaining your eligibility and avoiding any benefit reductions. The SSA has also provided guidance for beneficiaries who live outside the United States. If you're an expatriate receiving Social Security benefits, how do these July payments apply to you? Are there any special procedures or requirements you need to be aware of? These are important questions for international beneficiaries. Let's address one final crucial point. What happens if you discover you're eligible for these payments after they've been distributed? The SSA has procedures in place for retroactive payments, but you need to know how to initiate this process and what documentation you'll need to provide. So there you have it, everything you need to know about the 3 waves of July payments totaling $5,900. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your Social Security benefits. Make sure you're prepared by marking these dates on your calendar and understanding how they apply to your specific situation. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on Social Security benefits. Hit that notification bell to stay informed about any changes or updates to these payment schedules. Drop a comment below if you have any questions. I'm here to help you navigate these important benefits. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family who might benefit from this information. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.